It is Sunday, March 5th. It's about 4 o'clock in the evening. And it's about 80 degrees, 78, 80. There's a gentle breeze from the west. And we're letting the 29 cows in. One of my commentators pointed out to me that I can't put bulls with sheep. I didn't need to clear out the sheep pen, or the pen of the sheep before I put the bulls in. I can just mix them together, and that's absolutely correct. And I'm ashamed I didn't realize that. So I think I will do that sooner rather than later. The other commentator asked me about the runny manure, and was more concerned about 24's condition and thought maybe 24 has worms. So I need to use a dewormer. My goal is not to use a dewormer. One of the problems with the deworming and the fly medication is that it attacks the other insects too. It attacks the quote-unquote good insects. And as you can see, I think 24 is recovering nicely. This is 24 right here. So she seems to be doing tons better. I'm not too concerned about that right now. The manure is running on several of the cows, which is bad. The only way to really slow that down is to stop giving them so much green grass and give them hay. The young grass has a ton of protein in it, which the cows need protein, but they don't need a ton of it. They don't need too much of it. And if they have too much, it just runs through their body quick. Hopefully the feed that I'm giving them will offset some of the effects of the grass. So, don't know. I talked with a friend about bulls, and his caveat, he told me his caveat was that he's only been doing this for 12 or 13 years. So he doesn't really know what he's doing either, which I found quite humble and remarkable. But he says the bull needs to be about 2 years before you can really rely on it to breed the cows. And he says the problem with the heifers is that if you breed them with a bull that makes big calves, that is too much for the heifers. The young heifers can't carry that big of a calf. And so he says you want to go find a bull, go buy a bull that makes small calves. And apparently they sell them out there. I don't think they sell them at the grocery store, but that's how they sell bulls. Is one of the conditions that you can buy a bull in is that it makes small calves. So I think I might do that. But the bull that I have, Blue's calf, he's over there by the fence with the white with the black specks. He has a black neck. He has kind of a mask too. He's over there on the fence. Anyway, he's young. He'll be a year in about June. And so he's probably old enough to breed the cows. And he said sometimes the young bulls, they'll breed the cows when they're lying down. So rather than trying to chase them down and mount them, they'll just take advantage of them while resting. So it's possible. It's not reliable. So really, because this is my first time doing it, I should get a bull that's at least 2 years old. And he also said that he likes to breed the heifers early. He doesn't like to wait 2 years, 3 years to breed the heifers, because he wants to know if it's going to be a good mom or not. Like if you breed a heifer and she has a calf and she ignores it, then that's the heifer that you sell. You don't keep that one, because you can try to breed her again the next year and she's just going to abandon the calf again. So you want to know that sooner rather than later, if it's going to be a good mom or not. So he found all that out by trial and error. He's the one that told me about, if you really don't have hay, just feed. Like he did this year. He didn't buy much hay because it's too expensive. And he doesn't see the point to spending all that money on grass, So he'd rather spend the money on feed. Feed has more nutrition in it anyway. And when the hay harvest is bad, the hay just isn't good. So Yeah. You can see the spine on 24, how to either side there's not much fat, and so it pokes out of the back. On the other cows, like 21's right behind 24 there, it's just flat. There's no ridge. You know, so 24 is a thin cow. So, but she seems to be doing okay. I'm not too concerned about her. If I am in May and she's still skinny like this, then there's something clearly wrong with her. And rather than deworm her, I'll probably just sell her. You know, I don't want to put the medications in my field and kill all the good insects, which I know is different than a lot of people do. But that's my goal, is to try to keep this as chemical free as possible, to encourage as much natural wildlife in the soil as possible. So yeah, same with the fly medication. I don't use the fly medication. I just I'm gonna use the parasitic wasps. I already ordered them. I should be getting a shipment soon. Parasitic wasps, and then I'll use chickens if I can, and ducks. That's right, the Muscovy ducks. That's what they're supposed to do, is eat the flies. So that's the plan. There's the bull back there, the one that I might keep. Let me get closer to him. He's almost a year old. He's like 9 months old right now. So I do need to find another bull. Maybe he can do the job, but I don't know if he'll be able to breed all the cows. And I'm going to ask him to breed like 20 cows. 20 cows and heifers, so that might be too much for him. Anyway. Yep. Looks like he has a girlfriend, number one. This guy over here, that's a young bull. He's about 6 months old, I think. Yeah. All right, that's all I have for you today. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, sunny. I should have brought my hat. I didn't. So tomorrow we move them to a new row. And I think Tuesday evening, I might try to separate out the bulls. See if I can get them separated just with a wire. Very low stress way that Greg Judy showed how he can do with his cows. I might try it with mine. And if that fails, then we're all going to the pen. And I'll sort them out at the pen, the way everybody else does.
Is that a mini microphone?
This is a lapel mic with a... Here, she's asking about this. She hasn't been in the field for a while. It's cat fur, so it blocks the wind. My viewers are complaining about the wind. So, anyway guys, take care. Bye-bye.